that time, where it is. So with that, I'd like to call to order the August 24th, 2026 meeting of the Sangamon Mass Transit District to order. May I please have a roll call, Stephanie?
Chairperson Brewer.
Here.
Trustee Gapsco. Here. Trustee McCarthy. Here. Trustee Nacera. Here. Trustee Doss.
Here.
Trustee Douglas. Here. And Trustee Stratton. Absent.
Okay, thank you very much. Then get into our agenda. First item is the approval of the minutes from our regular meeting, July 27th. I don't know if anybody had any comments, corrections, anything to discuss regarding these. If there isn't any, I'll look for a motion. Okay, we have a first and second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Very good. We have approval of the meeting minutes. We'll jump into some of our director's communications. As always, Steve's up first. Steve?
Just a couple of things I wanted to point out in the written report. Contractors did meet with us last week to talk about installing the elevators in the new transfer center. So that's moving forward. I'm not sure exactly what the timeline is going to be on that, but they are, I think, trying to do our side first. They're all going to be done on our side of the tracks and on the other side of the tracks virtually the same time. So that's moving forward. Also, the East Yard project over here we thought was going to get started today. It'll be next week, but they do assure us that it'll be done by the end of the construction season. So those two things are moving forward and things are looking good. And as always, just let me know if you have any questions about anything else that was in the report.
Any follow-up for Steve? Okay. Very good. Thank you as always. We'll move along to finance and administration. Michelle.
Yes, the finance department is working on preliminary and final field work in preparation for the fiscal year 26 audit. We have met a few times in the last month for planning. We have a few opportunities. We'll hear two of them tonight, CVP and 5339 applications. Those are competitive grant applications, one through the state, one through the feds. We are also aware of an upcoming call for projects, which is state. And then we will work on our next 5307 grant application. So we had quite a few planning meetings this last month in preparation to plan for those grants. Procurement will release RFQ soon for mobile lifts in the next few weeks. That's it.
Good. Questions for Michelle? Very good. Appreciate that. Let's move on to operations. Melissa.
So July, we fixed route had an increase in ridership from the previous July. So that's starting off the new fiscal year really well. We're up 4.8%. So hopefully we see that trend continue out the next rest of the year. Access is holding steady with what they did in the previous July, about 150 rides less. So they're right in that area. They fluctuate from month to month too, but so that has looks good so far. The fair just ended, so it was mild weather this year, so I was pleasantly surprised by that. We did receive a request for assistance the first Saturday, August was the 15th, for a cooling bus out at the fair for the concert the first weekend. So after that, the weather was mild enough they didn't need us. So we also just report for you guys the week of August 10th. We did have a week-long safety refresher trainings for staff, mainly our operators and fixed route revenue staff that are out on the road. Just bringing topics back up, stop at red lights, kind of the basics that are common sense, that we're never in a hurry to get somewhere, that kind of stuff. So, and customer service refreshers, it gives them an opportunity to sit in front of me and give me some ideas they may have that we haven't thought of, that kind of thing. So it was pretty good. We did that the whole week. So it was
Just sharing the training room. Yeah.
So it was nice.
Well attended.
Yeah, we got everybody in. So that's kind of rare, and everybody was like, "I'm going. You better be there."
But still, there's always a few stragglers, that.
But yeah, everybody. The reception they was well received. So, and we got some good feedback from them on routes and things like that. So the only other thing I would report is we should be seeing annual forms come out in anytime for NTD reporting that we do every year. So that's due by the end of October. So we got to start collecting all that data. So that's what we'll be working on.
Follow up here from Melissa. Had you done those open forums before?
Which one? The open,
ones
the
you just had.
trainings? Yeah, we do those periodically, depending on the topic. They probably 2 to 3 times a year, we try to get everybody.
Mhm.
They are time consuming. But
I think it's time well
typically I do those, so that really kind of takes me away from everything else for a week. But they're needed.
Very good. All right, appreciate everything from operations. Let's go ahead and get into some reports if we could. First item there is the approval of the June 26 financial statements and cash disbursements. As always, it's included in your packets. I'll ask for any follow-up here, any questions or modifications anybody might have. Hearing none, I'll look for an approval. Or a motion, sorry.
Second.
Okay, first and second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed here? Approval for the statements. Thank you. Committee reports. First up is the Finance Committee. Any report from Finance? Okay. Anything from Operations Committee?
No report.
Thank you. Administration Committee? IT Steering. Anything there?
For ours, I'm sorry, I was looking.
Oh, you're fine.
We met and as always, it's always informing. And we looked into some upgrading of equipment for in-house and also into our vehicles transportation. So, yes.
Technology is always a committee meeting, isn't there?
That's it. That's it.
All right.
We're going to be ready.
Okay, thanks very much. All right, how about the Planning Commission report? Jason?
Just one thing of note, last week we closed the application cycle for our surface transportation block grant, which is funding that we get as a local organization, SATS, the Springfield Area Transportation Study, to award to basically road projects within our area. We got 17 applications, and this week the technical committee, of which SMTD is a member, are going to start considering the applications. We're going to have presentations and scoring, and we hope to have these grants awarded by the September 10th.
Did you expect that many?
No, that is the last time we did this, we had 5 applications.
What was the difference this time?
That's a really good question. We might have done a great job of being, getting this out.
Okay. Pat yourself on the back.
Yeah.
Good job. Okay, very good.
I think there was an effort to encourage municipalities to apply outside. Typically, I think you get Sangamon County, City of Springfield, and Chatham, but I think some of the smaller ones kind of
You get left out.
yeah, or they just don't have the manpower to go through the process. So I think there was an effort.
That is correct. We did get 8 applications from the Village of Chatham, the Village of Grandview, Village of Rochester, and Village of Sherman.
Oh, it's good to hear. Okay. Anything else, Jason?
That's it for me.
Okay, very good. Appreciate the partnership. Anything for Jason from any of the trustees? Okay, and last up on the reports is our ADA Advisory Committee, which is not here, but he didn't have anything to pass along, right? Okay, all right, thank you. All right, we've got a few items under new business, if we could jump into that. First item up is the consideration of our fiscal year 27 consolidated vehicle procurement application. Hadley.
Yes, so the Consolidated Vehicle Procurement Program, or CVP is what you'll usually hear it called, allows SMTD to replace the paratransit vehicles through a grant, which means there's no acquisition costs for us. The vehicles, there's 2 criteria that they have to meet: the mileage or unsafe condition. We've got 17 vehicles that are qualifying for replacement through the mileage criteria, so they're over 120,000 miles. In addition to the replacement vehicles, this year, we're going to apply for 6 expansion vehicles. And that's due to the growth that we've seen in access, so that we can make sure we've got enough vehicles for the number of rides that are coming in. In total, the application is going to be for just under $3 million for the 23 vehicles. And we do have a public hearing scheduled for September 3rd at noon in the administrative conference room. And the application for this grant is due on September 21st.
Gotcha. Okay. Questions for Hadley on this from anybody? I was curious, as a percentage or total amount of buses that we have replacing 17?
For access, we have 30 buses in access, 31, 30. Pretty sure it's an even number.
That was close to 50%, yeah.
Yep.
Wow. Well, it doesn't cost us anything.
They're not, right?
That's price.
What do you think, folks? Should we go for 18? No, seriously, it's, I know we get a lot of mileage and the mechanics and everybody back there do a great job.
Yeah, maintenance does a great job keeping them up. Good repair.
Okay. Anything further? I think it's pretty straightforward, so I'll go ahead and I'll ask for a motion here.
I make a motion to adopt the resolution authorizing the application for the consolidated vehicle procurement program for the air transit vehicles.
Second.
Okay, we have a first and second, and this requires a roll call, so Stephanie, I'll ask for that.
Gaston? Yes. Trustee McCarthy? Trustee Sarah?
Yes.
Ross?
Yes.
Trustee Douglas?
Yes.
Okay, very good, and we'll look forward to that and see how the process proceeds, so, well done. Okay, next item up is the adoption of our tax levy for fiscal year 27. Obviously, that's an annual event, but Michelle, would you address that?
We presented the levy for display in June of 26. So we have met the statutory requirement to have a 30-day on display. We have not made any changes to when we posted it in June. So everything still stands as it did in June. The levy will be for $3.396 million. And an overall increase of 3.5%.
That's what we're about. Yeah. Okay, I know we've been through this annually, but any follow-up here, questions as it relates to the levy? Anyone? Okay, hearing none, I'll look for a motion here.
Make a motion to adopt a general tax levy ordinance.
Okay, we have a first and second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Forward with that, thank you. The last item under new business is a resolution for 5339B applications. Natalie, you better handle that one.
So this is for the buses and bus facility program. We do call that the 5339 application. It's a competitive grant funded by FDA. In the past, we've been awarded these funds to purchase low or no emission vehicles, so like our CNG and hybrid buses. And last year, we were awarded funding for the CNG station overhaul that will be completed in 2029. This year, we're applying for funds to construct an employee parking lot so that employees don't have to cross 9th Street to get to the building. SMTD will use the transportation development credits, or the TDCs, as part of our local match. And this application is due on September 21st as well.
Okay. No, that would be a welcome change in addition, wouldn't it? It's needed, so. Okay. All questions here? Do we need to address for our call for motion? Okay. There's no further discussion. I'll look for a motion to this.
Make a motion to approve and authorizing resolution for February.
We have the first and second, and again, this one requires a roll call. Stephanie?
Yes. Trustee McCarthy? Yes. Trustee Sarah?
Yes.
Trustee
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, very good. We'll look forward to that. Okay. Any additional new business? Anything that we need to discuss, trustees? Anything from public comments today? Is there anything, Tyler, from the internet? Or quiet? Everybody's tired from the fair. Back to school? Any issues?
Been quiet today.
Or knock on some-
I'm gonna knock on something right now.
All right, well, I know we have a lot of great things going on with the district. Staff, team's efforts. Any additional comments, anybody? Okay, if not, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn.
Okay.
Okay, first and second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Pretty good, short, sweet, and efficient. So thanks very much to everybody. Great seeing you, and we'll look forward to seeing you next month, okay?
Thank you.
See you next.